family. So listen up. I'm downtown in Nashville, and I'm picking up some people from the corporation we deal with. Anyway, I'm sitting here waiting for them to come out, and there's 4 police officers that were standing outside their cars on the sidewalk there. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to get up and go over and ask them what's going on with this migrant thing and just talk to them for a minute. So I got out of my car and I walked over and I said, hey guys, how y'all doing? You know, and they're like, oh, we're doing good. How you doing? I said, hey, y'all mind if I talk to y'all for a second? They're like, sure, you know. And I said, hey, y'all been having any problems with the migrants coming into Nashville and stuff? And they say, yeah, a little bit, not much. And I'm like, yeah. I said, it's a good thing. I think the governor passed a executive order or something saying that they're not allowed to bring them in here, and you know, we're just kind of, and they're like, yeah, you know, we're kind of talking. I said, you know, I run this company, and I got an email the other day, and they were asking me to bring buses down to the border and move these people all over the country. And they're like, no, you know, like, what? Who sent you that? I said, well, hold on just a sec, because I got a picture of it. So I pulled out the picture and showed them, and they started looking at it and reading it, and then all of a sudden they acted like, you know how people are looking at you and listening to you, and now they're looking off and not really listening to you anymore. They're like, hey man, surely I got something else I can be doing, or, you know. And I'm like, hey guys. So I try to focus their attention back to me while I'm talking, so that, you know, I can get them to listen to what I'm fixing to say. I said, well, have y'all seen the videos of all these people coming over the border? And they're like, no, not really. And I said, yeah, man, thousands of men are coming over the border, and they're coming from other countries and stuff besides Mexico. These aren't Mexicans. They're like black guys from Somalia and stuff. And they're like, nah. Yeah. I said, well, hold on, man. I saved it in my favorites. Let me show you. So I show them a video where they're being processed, and there's lines of them, and they're going through, and the guy's asking them where they're going, and he's saying Philadelphia, Denver, L.A., Chicago, New York, you know, and I'm showing these officers, and they're looking at it, and then, you know, there's always one, you know, he turns around, kind of walks off, and he's walking around, you know, and he's like, hey man, I got to get back to work, you know, and the other guys are like, yeah, you know, and I'm trying to show them. I said, hold on guys. I said, look. I said, wait, I got this other video I want you to see. So I flip over, and I saved the one where the guy's showing his ID card. All right, so I said, look at this. I look, the UN is paying these men $2,200 a month to come over here and live. Now listen to what this guy's saying. And they're like, what? Nah, man, I just don't really believe in it. And I'm like, guys, I'm trying to present y'all with some evidence that there's some things going on here that you need to be aware of, and y'all are trying to no man, we just got to get back to work stuff. I said, I tell you what, you listen to this right here, and then I'll let you go. I got to go too. They're like, all right. So I play the video, and it's a black guy, and he's from another country, and he's holding out this card, and he said, yeah, the UN sent me over here. I'm a soldier for the UN, and they gave me this card, and it's got a computer chip in it, like a bank card, you know, but it's got the guy's picture on it, information, number. He's a number, and you know, he's telling them that he was told, he was given a phone, he was given this card, and he was told to go to a certain city and get a place to stay and wait. They would get in touch with him through the phone, I guess a mass text message or something, and tell him where to go when they needed him to do something. But basically, he was free to come into the country and hang out. Now listen, he's not just going to come live here. If he's a soldier for the UN, he's not going to come live here for 6 months and then pay him $2,200 a month. Okay? Whatever they're planning on doing it within, I would say, the next 90 days to 120 days. But he's going to go get a place to live, and he's going to watch his phone every day, and they're going to send him a message saying, hey, you need to report to this place. He needs to report to this place to get his uniform and his weapons. What in the hell? Who's giving him weapons and who's giving him a uniform inside our country. Ain't nobody called me up and said, hey, be ready, I'm going to call you up. When we call for you, you need to, come to this location, put a uniform on that we've got for you. And why is this guy doesn't have anything to do with our country here illegally getting a gun? And so I show these cops that, and they're like, man, I just really don't know what to tell you. And they just all kind of turn around. They go back and get in their cars and leave. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear anything about it.
Wow.
And I'm like, guys, what are y'all going to do if, I'm trying to talk to them. Man, we got to go, man. Yeah, man, that's weird. I hadn't heard that, hadn't seen that. But, yeah, man, we got to get back to work. Now, that was the quickest way I've ever run cops off in my life. Trying to show them some evidence of something. Now, if I had showed them a dossier that said Donald Trump was in a Russian hotel peeing on prostitutes, now they'd want to look at that, wouldn't they? Oh, man, we need to look in. Hell, we need to do an investigation. So today, I've called the governor's office. I've tried to ask them about this document I've gotten. Nobody wants to talk about it. They're like, man, send it over. We'll take a look at it. It's unbelievable that if I'm right, let's just say I'm right, that all these men are coming in the country and we're going to have a takeover of the United States. You would think that would be the most important thing they would be worried about.
For real. Wow.
I mean, okay, well, I think you're wrong, but show me that. At least show me the evidence. Tell me what you're, it's not like I'm coming to them and saying, hey, I saw a UFO land in my backyard and the guy's living in my shed. Okay? I'm actually showing you that there are people coming over the border. You know it's happening, so that's true. And you know they're men, so that's true. And they're being dropped off all over the country, and you know that's true. Okay? So if I show you a video of a guy from another country and he's showing you a UN card, I mean, couldn't the least that our government would want to do is say, hey, when these people get here and they get off the bus, let's automatically ask them for ID and find out why they're here. I mean, you would think that would just be common sense.
They already know.
But no, nobody wants to do anything. Don't want to hear about it, dude. Yeah, man, whatever. You're a kook. I'm a kook. So I understand what others are going through when they say, hey, I went and tried to tell somebody, nobody will listen to me. Yeah, man, I get it. I just don't know what to do about it. I can honestly say that the people running our country, running our law enforcement, there's a good chance that 60 to 70% of them are either stupid or in on it. I don't know. But how many times do you see cops come on here and say, hey, I want to make the public aware that there are things going on that you need to know about and they're not good? None, because they're scared to lose their job. I truly believe that police officers are taking these jobs and they're more scared of losing their job than doing the right thing, doing what's right. And people tell me all the time the military and the police are going to be on our side. And I'm just telling you, man, they're following orders. And they need their job and they want their paycheck and they don't want to go to jail and they don't want to be, they feel like, hey, man, if that's really happening, I'd rather be on the side that's going to win than the side that's going to lose, even if the side that's going to win is bad and evil. The two things, there's a couple of things that really make people do things they don't want to do. One is fear. That's usually the most. That's the one that gets people the most. And the other is money, power. Those three things right there are costing us our country. But, I'm trying to tell people in charge that our country's fixing to be invaded, and people are looking at me like I'm an idiot. What does it hurt to look at a few videos and then maybe go ask a few questions? I don't know. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, y'all. Same thing I was telling y'all, didn't I? Okay, y'all. A lot of people in power right now are putting other demons in position to have power as well. Um, and it's a lot of evil going on in the world right now. I know that a lot of places where they are putting the migrants at are in blue states. I've been doing a little research about some stuff, and a lot of the people that's coming in the United States, the Republicans, are the ones that's letting them through and sending them to the blue states. For start some chaos, and it makes the people in charge right now look bad because um boatloads and busloads of people are coming into these states, and they're trying to accommodate all of these people, and they're trying to make it work for themselves because Republicans are sending these people to Democrat states. um they're trying to turn it around. We give them citizenship, and then we get a vote. So they using this against the Republicans for doing what they're doing by letting them come into these cities and states in the first place. And at the same time, it causes a lot of chaos because you putting people that you're sending over here into the hood. So the blacks is getting upset about it. And not just the blacks. It's a lot of Puerto Ricans and stuff like that live in the hood too, y'all. So a lot of people's getting upset. So it's it basically could start a little race war. People trying to cling to their hood. So it's a lot going on right now, y'all. And to be honest with you, it's coming from both sides. It's coming from both sides. This is ridiculous, y'all. I'm just saying. This is ridiculous what's going on. And it's like you have people in power that act like kids. This is what you have right now. And people trying to, use stuff to their advantage. The stuff that's going on. But it's causing a lot of chaos, y'all. It truly is. But I wanted y'all to hear somebody else talk about the evil that's going on in this world and how people are turning their head because, if they can save their jobs or they can stay living in their homes and this stuff don't affect them, then people is with this. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. Y'all, it's about to be some mess. And from what this guy is saying, this is allegedly because we don't know if everything this and that and that and this. But we, like he said, the things that we do know is people look as if, and when he was talking, I was sitting here picturing that movie, The Point of No Return. Y'all remember when they saved her life and she had to work for them. Had to work for her country. Okay, y'all. Undercover and take out people. She was like a hit person. And she lived, they gave her a budget and she had to go find a place. And she had to sit back and wait for them to call and let her know when they needed her to go out and, handle a job. And then she go back home like nothing happened. But she was a hit person. And this is what this guy was just explaining was this is what they're doing with a lot of migrant men. They are really soldiers. And they are being placed in different cities and states all over the place. And he said he was asking them where they were going, and everybody had a different city and state where they were going. Like they had an assignment, y'all. This is odd. This is odd on so many levels, y'all. This is really odd. And it just make you wonder, like, people saying that the Republicans are sending them over here. Is that what they want it to look like? Or, because this is odd. How can Republicans be, this is what they're saying. That how can Republicans be sending people over to Democrat states? But these people that's coming over here act as if they are on an assignment, y'all. How do they get over here and they got cards already made up and telling them to go to this place, this place, this place, as if they already have, an area set up for them? This is some weird stuff. And then they're saying that, they supposed to come and pick up their uniforms. And they're saying that they're soldiers, y'all. Y'all, Let me know what y'all think about what he just said in the comment section, because that's what I pictured when I was just listening to this. Like the point of no return, and she was paid to, be on standby to handle some business and take people out. This is what that movie was about. And this is what it sounded like this guy was describing when he was talking about migrants and them coming over here and what they're over here for. Okay, y'all? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.